This is a video that Palestinian leaders don't want you to see. In fact, they want it deleted. So let's expose their most popular lies.
Israel is an apartheid state.
Anti-Israel activists claim that Israel built a wall to create a racist separation between the Israeli and the Palestinian populations. But in fact, this wall, which is mostly a wired fence, was built in order to prevent the Palestinian suicide bombings attacks that were being carried by the terror groups in Israeli cities. In fact, the security fence reduced these deadly attacks almost down to zero. So it's bad news for the terrorists and good news for those who seek peace.
There is no freedom of religion in Israel.
All you have to do is to visit Israel and see the great diversity we have here. In the capital of Israel, Jerusalem, Jews, Christians, and Muslims pray side by side in the same city, with churches, mosques, and synagogues all over the country, and everyone free to attend the service of his choice. Everyone is respected regardless of their beliefs of faith. It is the only Middle Eastern state where there really is freedom of religion.
The Israeli army is recklessly killing Muslims.
This one is particularly ridiculous because not only doesn't the IDF kill Muslims, there are even many Muslims who are serving in the Israeli army, protecting Israel's citizens of all faith and backgrounds. In fact, the number of Muslims who are joining the IDF is growing every year.
Gaza is under Israeli siege.
Every day of the week, Israel is transferring tons of goods and humanitarian aid into the Gaza Strip. Hundreds of trucks are waiting in line every day to transport assistance to the residents of Gaza. While the anti-Israel boycotters and haters are blaming Israel for Gaza's problems, they completely ignore the fact that Gaza shares a border with Egypt as well. Is Egypt sieging Gaza as well? The real problem in Gaza is the Islamic terrorists, Hamas and Islamic Jihad, who have taken over the region and who are holding the people of Gaza as human hostages.
Israel is committing a genocide.
If Israel was committing a genocide against the Palestinians, shouldn't the number of Palestinians be decreasing? In 1970, around 1 million Palestinians lived here. Today, over 4 million reside here. That is a massive increase. Numbers speak louder than lies.
There is Jewish supremacy in Israel.
21% of the population in Israel is Arab, with the majority of these Arab Israelis being Muslims. These Arab Israelis serve in the Israeli parliament, they serve in governmental offices, they serve as police officers, in the army as high-ranking officers, and in our judiciary. The head of Bank Leumi, the Israeli National Bank, which is one of the largest financial institutions in Israel, is an Israeli Arab.
Israel is killing Palestinians.
While social media is filled with fake photos and out-of-context images, the truth is that Israel is actually helping Palestinians live the best lives they can. The Palestinians benefit greatly by their proximity to Israel. Israeli hospitals are filled with Palestinians from Gaza and the territories who are receiving life-saving medical care by Israeli doctors. Take a look at Hamza, for example, a 2-year-old child from Ramallah. He received a life-saving heart surgery by Israeli doctors at Wolfson Hospital in Holon to treat his congenital heart disease.
Israel is digging tunnels under Al-Aqsa Mosque.
This is one of the most absurd ones. Archaeological excavations, a well-recognized Israeli practice, are not digging tunnels. These excavations, carried out by international teams, have repeatedly uncovered historically important ruins and artifacts, providing all of humanity with insights into our shared past. Perhaps Hamas can teach them what digging tunnels really means. The Temple Mount is where the 2 Jewish temples stood thousands of years ago. This holy site is rich with Jewish history, not a Palestinian one. Therefore, researchers and archaeologists are excavating to find history. Perhaps this is what scares them. Facts that prove our connections to the land.
Israel is occupying Palestine.
The name Palestine was invented by the Romans, who wanted to humiliate the Jews in Judea after they rebelled against the Romans. Wherever you put a shovel here, you will find the Jewish history, synagogues, vineyards, ancient homes like the one of our ancestors Abraham, Rachel, Joseph, and Joshua. We belong in this ancient land. It is the historic homeland of the Jewish people, We cannot occupy what already belonged to us. Tell the world the truth that the media is hiding.